Hey y'all, it's CherokeeStarfish, and welcome back again this week with some more Might and Magic 6, The Mandate of Heaven. So, a lot has happened. We are approximately at the halfway point for the game, as I think of it. We have unearthed the truth about Slicker Silvertongue's treachery. We have unmasked the traitor. We have visited the Oracle, but she didn't have much to say, because it seems as though Archibald, King Roland's evil brother, had stolen the memory crystals that give the Oracle life and personality and so forth. And so we've got to recover those. Now, because there are still like four different crystals that we have to go into, four different major dungeons that we're going to have to delve into to find those, and that's going to be a big deal. And that's the next big plot point, is tackling all four of those castles or dungeons and retrieving that so that we can then move along. I want to make sure that we're going to be well armed for that. I want to make sure that we are going to be properly prepared. We are welcome. We are level 43. We are eligible to train up to level 45. We're not going to do that right now, partly because we're a little bit low on money. Why are we low on money? Well, I did sell all of our stuff, and you'll see that we have some new spells here and there. We have a few, like Debbie has picked up Fly. We have a few things that we've been putting off a little bit. We now have Ice Blast. We have Inferno. We have Haste, which we'll probably never cast. And the others all have some new spells as well. So I'm trying to fill up those spell books, make sure that that gets taken care of, because we're going to need those spells come the end of the game. Now, training is still important, but we've got plenty of time, so what we're going to worry about is earning money and maxing out our experience points before we tackle those castles. There are a few side quests left in the game, and a few sort of semi-side quests, semi-major quests, such as our promotion to Honorary Champion by tackling the Warlord on behalf of Lord Osric Temper. We're going to take care of all of that stuff and tie up those loose ends before we advance the plot any further. Now, I've got a list of those, and we're just going to kind of go down the list, and I'll let you guys pick what we do in which order, but I wanted to go ahead and get started first by coming to Darkmoor, because this is where one of the memory crystals is. And we're going to need to set a Lloyd's Beacon here, since we cannot town portal, so that we can come back and forth here pretty easily anyway. So we might as well go ahead and get started, and while we're here, there is one side quest that I want to do. We've not really explored the town, and we need to go to the inn and speak to an NPC in order to get this quest. Why have we not explored the town? Well, you may recall, it's hainted. It's full of haints. That is what we say around here. That is the pronunciation that we use. Why are they called haints? Because I ain't gonna spend much time in the same room as one, I reckon. Has got something to do with it. Now, Darkmoor tries to screw you, because you can see there's skeletons in the background, there are ghosts right here in your face, there are harpies and stuff everywhere, but look, there's also Raoul the Weaver, there's also Bryce the Guard. Now, why the ghosts are not attacking them, I couldn't tell you. I mean, obviously they're programmed not to, but, like, story-wise, in-game why they're not attacking, I don't know. But it makes it a lot harder for you to attack, because guess what would happen if we tried to use Ring of Fire? Raoul the Weaver would be Raoul the Charbroiled. So we have got to be careful. Let's see, what does being careful mean? Well, first things first. Oh yeah, you'll see some new earth spells as well. And even a few dark spells. Well, let's just get going. We'll start with our usual spells. There we go. Now we can kind of see the threat. Let's see. Stone Skin. There we go. Come within melee range. Excellent. Now we can hit them. Okay, well, maybe we can't. We can try to hit them. There you go. That's better. Now, when you come to Darkmoor, of course, this is the stable, like we just got out of here, and immediately surrounded by enemies. In a way, that's not the worst place we could be, because what this also means is they can only come at us so many at a time. We have this wall to protect us. That does restrict our movement, but it also means that we can expect them to pile up against these walls and only crowd us up to a certain point, which is good. I've got to be really careful here because, of course, you saw the wall was blocking my arrows, but at the same time, you know, this game does have its glitches. We've exploited those before. We know that sometimes you can hit around corners and shoot over things that you're not supposed to, and also sometimes things that you wouldn't think would block your shots do, and vice versa. So I want to be careful, and I don't want to accidentally shoot Raoul the Weaver here, or Bryce the Guard, or anybody else. I want to let them come within melee range and make sure that I don't have loose arrows flying all over the place. But these guys also are enemies that we've been fighting a long time. We know how they move, we know how they think, we know what kind of powers they have, and what to expect from a fight with them. So, that means that we can go to them, we know we're way stronger than they are, and we don't have to worry about them sneaking up on us or surrounding us. We'll be fine. We just have to be careful, use single target spells if we're going to use magic, and don't let any of our arrows hit any of these peasants. Because, see, this is really dangerous right here. If I were to hit the A button on my keyboard or accidentally left click, then Tommy would shoot at this ghost. And because of the way their hitboxes are overlapping, he would almost 100% kill Bryce the Guard. And of course it would be Tommy that would do it. So you'll see I'm even going to try and like filter him out of my viewing box here. I don't want anything to do with Bryce the Guard. I don't want him anywhere near my weapons. I don't want to see him. And we know that we can melee attack through enemies when they stack up like that. But ranged attacks just hit whoever's in front.
That was too easy.
So we can't use that, you know, the kind of one pixel trick where if we can see them, we can hit them. That's not how it works with a bow and arrow or with fireball or with ice bolt. I want to make sure that Bart the Tinker doesn't get hurt. There we go. Excellent. Excellent. Now we are free to explore.
Hello.
Let's see. Daphne Calloway the Counselor.
Hello, how are you?
Chandra Stripling the Peasant.
Hello.
Follower of Ba. We'll also go up here. It's been long enough that I think that, yeah, we've got horseshoes again, so we'll grab those as well. I've been doing a little research because playing this with y'all,
Hello, how are you?
a number of interesting questions have been raised in my own mind and also by some of you. And I have discovered that some of the things that I just, you know, took for granted are not necessarily 100% as I thought that they were. Of course, keeping in mind, you know, I'll be easy on myself. Blunt trauma weapons. You know, credit where it's due. My knowledge of this game comes from years of playing it, and not really from like a deep scholarly understanding. Connie lettering the teacher. This is the guy we want to find, actually. Avenril Smithers, the master of the axe. Yep, see, in the haunt, in the mire of the damned. So we know who we're looking for and where we need to go.
Closed.
Ooh, what is it? Oh, that's the alchemist shop. Okay, we don't care.
Oh, yeah.
But anyway, yeah, it's you know, things that I've learned from playing, not things that I've learned from actively studying it. You know, I wasn't on the crew. I don't know the team. I'm not, you know, I'm not part of their lives. I don't know how some of this, oh, hug her brother, how some of this works. So it's just observations that I have made. And so because of that, you know, I have found
Hello.
that
How are you?
a number of assumptions that I have been
How are
challenged
you today?
by your participation, actually,
Hello?
which is great. We already have his quest. Which is wonderful. That was, you know, it's one of the things that I hoped for from doing this, is not only to entertain y'all and get some of you interested enough that you've decided to play the game for yourselves, which is just wonderful. You know, I'm able to share that with you, and that's great. But also, y'all have given me some stuff to think about, and that's really important too. And I'm really enjoying it because that means that you know, I'm learning new things about something that I already love. And so, to that end, you know, all of that to say, the horseshoes prompted me to think of that. And
Hello.
herbs from Regna. We got to find the inn. God, I hate the layout of this place. You know, so I had been saying, I think that some of the
How are you?
oh, there's Master Chain Armor. Oh, okay, rank 10. Oh, good, and he takes Crusaders. Good, so we meet the requirements. We just have to be rank 10. Oh, we're close. But yeah, so I had said that, you know, New Year's Day is when most of these places respawn. They get new monsters, they get new treasure chests come back, that kind of stuff. Traps will reset. And it's not always New Year's Day on the dot. It is different for different maps, and I knew that for some of them, like New Sorpagal respawns every 6 months. Oh, that's a glitch and a half. And I was aware of that, and I just assumed it was because it's the beginner area. And I am finding out now that other places also respawn at different speeds or different dates, which is something that I didn't really realize. So, like, Darkmoor, for example, respawns every 8 months or so, not every 12 months. The inn is north of the town. Ooh, that's the last thing we... Oh, I bet it's... No, that's the castle. That's the dragon's lair. Yeah, help me out if you know where it's at, because I don't want to spend the whole video looking for the damn inn. Let's see. Maybe it's over here. Oh, wait, I bet it's over there. I bet that's it. There we go. Let me navigate all of these harpies and things. Oh, sawed off. And while we're here, too, I want to go ahead and... Oh, there it is. This beautiful Italian marble obelisk. This is the Mire of the Damned obelisk. I want to grab that while we're here because that's something else that we haven't really done. I've told you about the obelisks. I've told you they're secret to a degree, but we haven't really made a deliberate effort to collect them. So there we go. We've got a few more, and I would like to get all of those because the obelisk's treasure is going to be really important. Okay, here we go. There we go. I bet that's it. Oh, these skeletons, though. These poor guys.
That was too easy.
Last house of the north on the north side.
That was too easy.
Well, if this is not it, then we can go back and check. First, though, there's going to be some dead undead.
That was too easy. Got another one. That was too easy.
Since these guys are going to gang up on us anyway. Yeah, I feel like I remember what you're talking about, too, because...
Hi. Come on in.
Okay, so this is an inn, but it's not the inn that we need. Well, we'll just clean up here.
That was too easy.
Because if they're going to step to us, then we might as well get what little golden experience we can out of them, mightn't we not?
Come on in.
Have to manually click those. He is awfully cheerful, that Kenny G looking innkeeper there. Considering where we are and like what he's surrounded by. It's alright, we need to go back over here to set our Lloyd's Beacon anyway. Ugh, harpies. Let's avoid those if we can. We're still vulnerable to curses. Want to minimize our exposure to that. And here's what we'll do. Let's go right here. And this is where we'll set our Lloyd's Beacon, so I don't forget. There we go. See, falling does more damage to us than anything else. Let's see. Last house of the north on the north side. Ah, is it this? Yes, there we go. That's it. It's on the outside edge facing the castle.
Welcome.
Here we go. See, thank you for the assistance. I looked all over the place and probably walked by that twice. So, Avenril Smithers, the Arms Master, and he has a quest for us. The king of the dwarves, Snergal, usurped Rockland for leadership of the dwarven clans. Now Rockland is in exile somewhere and Snergal's in charge. Most dwarves don't like Snergal and would like to see Rockland back in power. Unfortunately, Snergal's claimed both Rockland's caverns and the largest dwarven iron mine. Snergal, fearing treachery near home, has removed me, the dwarven weapon master, from my position. We need someone to get Snergal out of power by any means necessary. I'd even consider training you humans how to use an axe like a true dwarf if you'll help us. Well, so, that's a thing. We're going to get started with this just because it's here and we needed to come here anyway. Great. Friggin' great. I love it. Change nothing. My favorite thing. Lord. Oh, good. There's one down. Let's finish uncursing people. It looks so awful when they're cursed. Like they look not just hurt, but sad. Here we go. Ghosts. There we go. Oh, man. That looks like the perfect place to put a fireball, don't you guys think? Woo! Maybe a couple of fireballs, right?
That was too easy.
Nice. Nice. There's one last guy. He's literally on top of us. Ah, it's a ghost. That's why I couldn't see him. He's invisible. That's not true. Let me see. Well, where is he at? Is he beneath us now? There we go. Lord, why was he so hard to find? Alright, we'll go collect these bodies, such as they are. And then we have arrived here at Snurgle's Iron Mines. Now, it is possible for you to actually find Snurgle's Caverns first. In fact, you likely will, because those are over in Iron Fist. We actually passed them quite some time ago, but we didn't go in. There's not really a reason to, and why? Because you have to have a key to get to Snurgle. Well, that key is here in the Iron Mine, so you have to do this one first. The largest dwarven mine in Enroth, Snurgle has claimed it in his succession to the dwarven throne. Well,
Where could we be? I got a bad feeling.
hear that awful noise? Yeah. You'll see in a moment what it is. Well, shall we go left? 'Tis tradition. And let's see. I think I've got... Actually... Yeah, there's 2 more spells I'd like to put on, I think, and those are gonna be Protection from Magic and Protection from Poison. Okay. Gotta remember he's a body magic master now. I don't always have to rely on Tommy for these things. Okay. So, here we go. Alright, our newest enemy. Dwarves. Now, normally you'd think, well, we wouldn't be fighting dwarves, especially considering that if you have played through Heroes of Might and Magic 2, you know that dwarves are good guys, you know? They're allied with the sorceress castles, they fought on Roland's side during the war. However, the dwarves did have a schism during the succession wars in Enroth. Snurgle supported Archibald, King Rockland supported Roland. So, the canon ending to that, regardless of the choice you made during the campaign in Heroes 2, is that Snurgle usurped Rockland and is still in charge even though Archibald was defeated. So here is our standard dwarf. Here is our dwarf warrior. And there is our dwarf lord. Yeah, they say. And there you go. See? They hit really hard. They're not supremely tough, but they are also not pushovers. And they're kind of magic resistant, like dwarves classically often are, and like the dwarves in Might and Magic definitely are. But they're nothing we can't handle, especially at this level. I find it interesting how, you know, this is an open world game, of course, very much like things like Skyrim that followed it later. Very open world. So, there are a lot of, like, considerations that certain maps are assumed to be sort of a certain level, a certain skill level. Empty barrel. Dwarven library. Let's see. But, there we go. Search through and see if we can find any good spell books here. I'm using Debbie to search because she has higher intellect, and sometimes that actually does matter. She knows what she's looking for. Zoltan knows what it is when she finds it. But anyway, so yeah, certain maps assume that you're going to be kind of a certain level. The Mire of the Damned is one of those. You know, it's kind of just a little higher level than Castle Iron Fist. And so that means that it's going to treat you like you are that level. This is kind of neat, the little spy hole here. But there are still places you can wander into on this map and in other maps where you will die even if you think that you are of the appropriate level. Think about how mismatched the different creatures were over in Freehaven, where there were mages and things, but also they were right next to fire archers. Same thing here. The dwarves are a lot more powerful than the skeletons outside, so if you think you can take skeletons and ghosts because you fought them, you may be surprised by the dwarves. Likewise, over in Iron Fist, there are a lot of dwarves, and when you first get on that map and you're fighting lizardmen, you're fighting cultists of Ba, and so forth, the stuff that we're used to seeing on the Iron Fist map, well, of course, what does that mean? You know, you're going to rush into that dungeon, and a bunch of dwarves are going to kill you.
Aha!
Ooh, Dwarven Axe of Sparks, nice. Let's check real quick and see. Let's see. Wizard Eye. Not sure if he has that or not. We know they both should have Wizard Eye. Protection from poison. Okay, he's got that. She might not have it. Protection from cold. Cure weakness. We know he does. She might not. Static charge. Torchlight. Awaken. First aid. She might have that. Protection from electricity. Protection from fire. And flame arrow. And then we'll see.
Okay.
Okay, see, I know some of these they'll already know. Yeah. But some of them they might not. Okay, she already knows static charge.
Okay.
Didn't have protection from electricity. Okay, good.
Yes.
Okay. Now, of course, we remember these guys, they are vulnerable only to magic, and then only to certain kinds of magic. Most of a cleric's really good attack spells come from dark magic. He should have Flying Fist by this point and doesn't, but body magic doesn't really work very well on them anyway. Thankfully, we have two people who can use Ring of Fire. And this will give Lucy and Zoltan something to do, while Debbie and Tommy handle the slimes. Wow. Bless and Heroism already wear off? Well, I guess we were outside for a long time. It's not like we cast them right as we got into the dungeon. Fair enough. Gotta keep an eye on Stone Skin too, then. We'll go ahead and recast it just in case. Floor Cache.
Ah.
An emerald staff. A doorway. This place is very twisty-turny, as befits a mine. But also, I kind of like that, like, yeah, it's a mine, but look how it's kept up. You know, it's bright, it's orderly. It does make me think successfully of dwarves, which is, you know, what the designers intended. Okay, now we are right behind where we came in. Now it's time to try a new spell. Ring of Fire won't get all of these guys, like it won't get him in the back. But we have this. You've heard me mention this spell before. Gosh, I wish we had had this back in that Temple of Ba with all of the skeletons. Remember the Bone Zone. So, Ring of Fire deals a flat 6 points of damage, plus 1 per point of skill in fire magic. So for her, for Debbie, that is approximately 18 points of fire damage, not counting, you know, bonuses like from Theresa, and not counting resistances that the enemies may have. So 18 on average. Inferno is kind of like a similar vein. Ring of Fire hits all around us, and it's actually in a sphere. I've mentioned that before. Inferno only hits creatures you can see, which means it doesn't go through walls, and it can only be used indoors. But it deals 12 points of damage, plus 1 per point of skill in fire magic. So it's twice as strong. And it even says, good for cleaning out rooms full of weak or moderate strength monsters in 1 or 2 easy castings. Let's try it, shall we? Boom. And let's see. That may almost be more effective. Yeah, because they're magic resistant anyway, so we're really just trying to soften them up. Our weapons are going to be way more effective against dwarves. There we go, though. It did what it needed to do. For sure. Excellent. Okay. Ooh, floor cache. Love it.
Got it.
Cabinet. Aha. And here we go. Cell key. We will need that. We'll give that to Zoltan to hang on to for now.
Aha! 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 Ah.
Haven't seen one of those in a while. Alright. Back down the twisty-turny corridors. I also like that there's a little more to it than just, you know, an iron mine. And here we go. See, this is what that's for, is because these guys spawn behind you once you get up to these other rooms. So, if need be, you can look out through there and you can hit them with the Inferno spell, or you can shoot at them a little bit awkwardly. Hello! Welcome to the stream. You've joined us at a great time. We are killing dwarves.
Nothing I can do.
And they are breaking our armor.
It's fixed.
There we go. That is something else that dwarves love to do, especially dwarven lords, much like soldiers and veterans and so forth. Oh, what's this? Bet you guys didn't expect to see that here. Yes, it is in fact a devil spawn. What could this guy be doing here? Fighting alongside these dwarves. Ugh. Ugh. Well, we got Inferno. We might as well cast it. There we go. It hits those back there as well. Now see, we can still hit and shoot them because, of course, we deal energy damage with most of our weapons now. I worried that would happen. It's alright. See, it does exactly as advertised. Clears out a whole room full of monsters in 1 or 2 easy castings. A direct hit from a fireball does. Yeah, they do suck. Oozes are the worst. But a direct hit from a fireball does more than Inferno, but Inferno hits everything you can see, so... Alright. Well, we might as well do this. There we go. Oh. It's alright.
It's fixed.
She's a repair master. We put a lot of work into that skill. And see there, it deals 10 damage, so you can see the electricity damage and so forth from our weapons will help, and it makes Lucy and Zoltan able to fight them, albeit poorly. These corrosive oozes. The worst. There we go. Okay. But yeah, I was saying that I like that there's a little bit more to it than there's not just tunnels full of, like, metal veins or something. because this is a dwarven iron mine, right? They live here, they work here, and so there's a library. There's a big meeting room. The room with the books in it could potentially be a library. Could be like an accounting chamber or something, maybe where the records for the mine are kept. So it's good level design in terms of like, kind of what you'd expect to see from a D&D style setting or something. Yes. I want that meme to be the thumbnail now. Slaps fireball. This baby will clear out a whole room and Now, you'll notice this is something we've not really seen before, right? A door with a window in it, so you can look inside, see what's in there. Yeah. Wonder why.
Aha!
Elven bow. It's so kind of Snurgle's evil dwarves, too. There we go. Leave sacks of gold sitting around for us, right? Ah, a room full of nasty, including more devils. Now, of course... there we go. Nice. The devils are immune to fire. That's not going to stop us from killing the dwarves with it. And also, they're not immune to lightning. Or arrows. Or ice. Oh, Tommy.
Yeah!
Man, the clipping on that corner is awful. There. We don't have time for one ooze. Okay, we've got to be careful in here because there's floor cache and things, but also all of these. Let's see. Empty barrel. Barrel of red liquid. I think it's his turn. Empty, empty. Yellow. Who gets the next accuracy? Oh, that is definitely Tommy. Okay.
Got it.
Well, here's a great reason to come to this dungeon. Right? You'd think every one of these would be different, but no. This whole thing is just one big treasure chest.
Got it.
But that's okay. I mean, it's still full of money, first of all. Hey. You know what? His personality's 73, his accuracy's 39. There we go. But yeah, it just makes it easier to search. If every single one of those was a treasure chest, and then it just had, like a couple of things in it, that's a lot of time to spend on one room. Now see right here, check it out, that's blue, right? That's because there's an event there that does something. Alright. Let's see. Shall we go down this tunnel here first? Or shall we go into the big room at the end? What do you think? It's not really a left. This is more of a straight ahead or right. I guess if we go down here, there are doors on the left. There are definitely monsters back here. But of course we knew that. Oh, I can even... Yeah, haha! There we go. Alright, yeah, we can do down the hall. Okay. Let's check our spells and see how we're doing. We're good so far. Now you can see why I wanted protection from poison on and stuff. These oozes are bad news.
Yeah.
Aha!
Hey, some noble chainmail. Nice.
Got it.
He doesn't really need it, but nice. There we go. This is junk, so Tommy can carry it. Now, even though if you come in here at a lower level, you know, these dwarves are bad news, not to mention the demons that are with them, and all of the oozes, which take magic to fight, which you have less of at lower levels, it still is a Darkmoor dungeon, and so you're getting Darkmoor level treasure, most of which is crap, unfortunately. That's alright though, we're really well geared up. I'm really happy with the equipment that they've got. And so I'm not super worried about, you know, like we're not badly in need, we're not critically in need of better gear than we have. If we find some, that's great, and I do want to be on the lookout for it. Of course, he doesn't have the best leather armor in the game yet, and neither does she. And I want to make sure that that happens.
Got it.
But we're doing pretty good. Let's see.
Very nice.
Well, I guess it depends on your taste. It's funny to me that he still is impressed by regular plate mail, even though she's wearing golden plate now. More dwarves. See, they go down fairly easily. We just don't want to get, like, surrounded by them or something. Floor cash.
Got it.
Aha!
There we go. Just about done. I think this might be almost the last room. There's a tunnel coming off of here, of course, but... Y'all. Look at these guys trying to step to us. Oh my god, are they stuck? They are. They're stuck on the bed and they can't get off. Bless their hearts. Aww. 2 dwarves in 1 bed. They think they were roommates. Oh my god, they were roommates. Alright, well, we've got a secret door over here. And we've got a door we can see over here. Let's try this one first. As we go along, I'll go ahead and renew some of these. Whoop! It's nice that we can just do this now, you know, whereas back in, like, the Dragoon's Keep, we were running away from these, not because we weren't powerful enough to kill them, but just the resources are such a hassle, because you've got to have spells, and we just did not have the SP for it. Woo! Okay. The door is locked.
How are you?
Aha! That's where the cell key goes. There you go. And he has given us this key. Yes, exactly. Yeah, because that energy damage is a must. The Queen left a while ago for her home country of Arathia. People are getting worried. What if something happened to her during her trip? Well, unfortunately, she got caught up in the events of Heroes of Might and Magic 3, which is called The Restoration of Arathia. I'll leave you to imagine. Snurgle's Key. Ah, you want to defeat Snurgle, do you? Well, he knows how he stands among most dwarves. He's holed up in Rockland's old caverns, surrounded by a horde of his loyal dwarves. If anything were to happen in there, he'd just immediately lock himself in his private room and let his followers handle it. You'll need a key to get into his room. There's no way you'll bash down a high-quality dwarven door. I was a steward for Rockland. I know that room well, and I happen to still have a key to it hidden on me. Fortunately for you, I'm in this cell because of Snurgle, and there's nothing I'd rather see than his reign put to a quick end. Here's the key. Think of it as payment for letting me out of this cell. Well, thank you. We will need that.
Aha!
Some crappy chainmail. I guess they kept him in here long enough that his chainmail, like, rusted over, is no good anymore. Oh no! Oozes everywhere. Oh, they broke something in his inventory, not even, like, something he was using. Just some crap he had.
Aha!
Well. We have a solution to this problem. These oozes will fall into a burning ring of fire. There we go. Ta-da! See, doesn't that feel good? Oh, Lord. There we go. Let's see. Empty barrel, barrel of green liquid. Let's see. Who needed endurance? Oh, we're back to her. Okay. I think Lucy was getting it. Oh, there we go. Do you see that? See them through the clip there? Now we can't actually hit them or anything because they're still behind the door. So, but you can see where they're at. It's just kind of funny. Oh, there's one. Nice. That goes so much smoother when you have enough magic to actually spend some of it. Okay, accuracy, luck, and let's see, speed. She's not had any speed, I don't think, hardly. Ah, and that one, that treacherous door opens by itself. I forgot about that. Okay. There we go. Ring of Fire doesn't really work here because of the devils. It'll help with the slimes, but... Ugh, gross. Do you have Cure Poison? No, she doesn't, not yet. It's alright. He does, though, now. No, he doesn't. Oh, we still don't have it for him. Wow. We gotta get that. Wow, so Tommy's still the only one. I'm very surprised. And you'll see he actually does have Flying Fist, and he's got, you know, Cure Poison, Speed, Power. Which actually, Why am I not casting that? Because I forgot I had it, that's why. This is the first stream where I've actually had access to it, because I just bought it in between the last stream and now. There we go. How long does that last? 16 hours. Oh, okay, well then it's totally worth casting. Thankfully, Zoltan does have Cure Disease, because we don't want to look at that. There we go. We'll get rid of those guys. In a hurry. Oh, not enough spell points, my goodness. She's one shy. There we go. Honestly, those oozes are the real threat. Phew. Alright, Lucy.
Got it.
Thank you. Excellent. Electricity resistance 16. Man, this game really wants us to have electricity resistance. And it's not that I'm upset, because I'm not. I mean, considering all of the warlocks and their like penchant for lightning spells and things. There we go. It's just we've received a ridiculous number of items that have electricity resistance involved in some way, and often really high. Speed plus 12. Accuracy 8. Yeah, the ring's not bad. Oh, wait, that's speed plus 5, so this is a straight upgrade for her. Good! There we go. Ultra Cloak. 16 electricity resistance is pretty good, it just... we keep getting them. Okay. Secret door. Let's do a little bit of healing as well. Okay.
Yeah.
One lonely devil spawn back here to... oh, 3 lonely devil spawn to guard these treasure chests. Okay. And that was Snurgle's Iron Mines.
Got it.
Let's see.
Very nice.
Speed plus 11. That's a little better than electricity resistance, right? Oh, boy. There we go. I'll rearrange a little bit.
Aha!
Let's see. Heroic Sword of Fire. May have to leave and come back for some of this, depending on what's in here. See, like that plate mail, I don't think that we can actually take with us. Oh, this too. Okay. Intellect plus 8.
Got it.
Normally at this point in the game I would probably almost just leave it. But one of the reasons we want to do these side quests that we have remaining is because of the gold as well, so... Ooh, Orders from Snurgle. That name kills me, because when I think of snurgling, you know, that's the thing that cats do, or people say that's like they're kneading dough or making biscuits. Snurgling. We need at least 150% production from this mine for the next few weeks. I'm going to need arms and armor for my soldiers to quell any discontent about my rule. Continue to look for any of the more precious metals like Stalt and Kurgar. Ignore the golden gems for right now. We have enough money to last quite a while. The lack of weapons and armor will be our undoing. I'm just going to say, Snurgle my guy, that if you have to, what was it? Quell any discontent about your rule with arms and armor, maybe you're ruling wrong. Just throwing it out there. Just throwing it out there. Okay, so now what we're going to do is... we've got enough food. We might as well go ahead and rest and heal 8 hours. I'm going to set a beacon. And then Tommy will town portal us here. Let's see, it is 11 at night. We will wait until in the morning. And we'll sell this crap.
Come again.
You know, they can all learn merchant. And I'm tempted to actually, like, give all of them the merchant skill. Because if we could get it to master, then, like, if they're all the same rank and they all have the same level of training, then what that means is that I don't have to switch between them like this. Because, of course, I always have to go in and I sell things with Debbie. And then, you know, I've got to pop back out and I have to give her all of this stuff and go back into the shop, and I've got to do that over and over and over again until everything has been sold properly. And if they all have Master Merchant, then you don't have to do that.
Looking for something special?
Yes, that's also a big consideration, actually, is, that means that,
Thanks.
because we're getting to the higher levels, training's very expensive. It is significantly cheaper if they have Master Merchant, because you guys have probably already seen that it costs way less for Debbie than it does for everybody else. So that's something we might want to think about. Let's see. Okay. Armor next. I can't believe all of that fit in there.
Come back soon.
And now weaponry. Oops. Makes me think of that song from Phineas and Ferb. Weaponry. Let's see. Okay. See, this will have to be 2 trips. Oh. Psst. Oh, shut up.
Finest weapons in the land.
We're back over 10,000 gold, so of course, you know, they're no longer happy with us if we don't buy something.
Finest weapons in the land. Come again.
It is irritating as a player to have to listen to that, but also it does tickle me because, I mean, if someone came into my shop and didn't want to buy something and I could tell that they were exceptionally, phenomenally wealthy, I would be a little upset too. Or at least irritated. I think we got everything out of this one. Yeah, okay. Ah, that tree.
Don't touch the merchandise. Come back soon.
There we go. Okay.
Finest weapons
Now.
in the land. Come again.
On to the next quest. What is the next quest going to be? Well, I don't see any reason why we shouldn't just go straight on ahead and find old Snurgle. Yes, it is. Yeah, like once you go from sorcerer to wizard and then again to archmage, the training cost increases each time. So since all 4 of them have got their top tier, like 3rd level promotions, training is very expensive.
How about some
And you can see like almost 4,000 for him to train to level 44. On the other hand, it's only 2,200 for her. And it would be even cheaper if we actually put some more ranks in merchant, but at least, you know, you're talking about saving almost 50% with just 7 ranks in master level training. So I feel like it might be worth it, but we're getting to the point where I'm worried about skill points, and I want to make sure there's some things we've been neglecting, like dark magic and light magic, stuff like that, and we still need master level training in some of our armor and weapon skills. I want to make sure that we get those done too. So we can always grind for more, but we're running out of quests even if the monsters and things are respawning. Okay, back here. Ah! Ah! Darn you, Carol Ann. Let's see, what should we need in here? Torchlight. State spin. Lucky day. And actually, you know what? Since we're here and since we have money, it might not be a terrible idea to pop in here to the guilds and see if they have anything that we need. Okay, she's got heroism. I bet he doesn't, though. No, he does. Okay. What else does he not have? He's got Spirit Arrow, Healing Touch, and Heroism, and that's all he has. So let's see. So he needs Remove Curse, he needs Bless. Let's see, what does she have? Okay, she has everything that they're selling, so...
Okay. Okay.
There we go. Mostly I want to go over here to the Body Guild and get Cure Poison.
Mind, the magic of knowledge.
Okay, now let's see. He just learned Precision. I think Tommy knows no mind spells. I think she has... oh, she's got Mind Blast. Okay. He's got Remove Fear, Mind Blast, and Precision.
Mind, the magic of
So let's
knowledge.
see. We need Precision for her, Meditation for him, Remove Fear, Meditation, Precision again, Mass Fear, Charm, and Mind Blast, I think. Okay, so let's see.
Okay. Okay.
Yes, 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 yes.
Okay. Okay. Yes.
Alright. Starting to pad those out just a little bit. One more here. Let's see, we're really shopping for him, so... okay, he's got the first 6.
Body, the
What we
magic of
really
healing.
need is... so he doesn't have speed. Cure Poison. Speed. Speed.
Okay.
Okay. Alright, now I know they're not going to have Flying Fist or Power. So... okay. Cure wounds. Let's see. What is that? Harm. So she needs Harm, Cure Poison, and Cure Disease. And he should have all of them.
Body, the magic of healing.
So let's see. Harm. And looks like that's it. Okay, wonderful. Thank you!
Yes.
Thank you for that. And there we go. Okay, so... and we did get Cure Poison, which is all that I really care about, so... oh, I know what we're missing. Psst, duh. Wizard Eye. We haven't done one of these yet, have we? I don't think. Oh, we should cast Power, too. There we go. Let's see if Lucy's strong enough. Ta-da!
Ah.
A great sword. It's really not that great, honestly. Yeah, there are swords and stones hidden all over the world, and if you pull them out, if you're strong enough, then you get to keep them. Also, I realize we've actually not gone to see this guy. Oh, Lord. Been a while since we tangled with these cultists here. They're kind of like the skeletons at this point, like, who cares? So, we've not been to see the seer.
I've been expecting you.
This guy is sort of a fail-safe in the game, right? If you come here and you're stuck, he will tell you what you should do next. So, for example, if we click Hint, the Oracle has been asleep since Archibald performed his mischief on it. You will need the 4 memory crystals to revive the Oracle. They can be found on Hermit's Isle in Castle Alamos, on Castle Creekspire, and in Castle Darkmoor. So, he tells you what the next plot point is. If you tell him you lost it, you never found it. What this is if you have a plot critical item that maybe you accidentally, say, throw it down on the ground or put it in a treasure chest or something, drop it in the water or in lava and lose it, something like one of the Oracle's memory modules, for example, or a key, like the one that we need to get into Snurgle's Caverns. If you come here and say, I lost it, he'll give it back to you. And then finally, Pilgrimage. Here we go. This is where he tells you which shrine you're supposed to go to during each month. Now, I don't know how reliable this is because I have a list. I know that list mostly by heart, and we went to some of the shrines and they didn't work correctly. So, oh yeah, if you mean Castle Darkmoor for like the memory modules and stuff, absolutely. Oh, I hate Castle Darkmoor. We've been not quite looking forward to that for some time. Alright. Oop. There we go. Get up on top here and avoid those guys, because they're just not worth our time, frankly. Alright, here we go. Right there. See that building? These are Snurgle's Caverns. Ta-da! These caverns once belonged to the exiled King Rocklin, but now they are home to the new Dwarven King. Snurgle! Snurgle!
This place is a bit eerie.
Okay. Now see, mostly what you're going to see here is just dwarves. Oh, awesome! Congratulations! Yeah, I think that Darkmoor is... Castle Alamos is honestly the one that I think has the worst reputation, but Castle Darkmoor is my least favorite. There's a difference. Alamos might be the hardest, perhaps, up there, but I mean, Kriegspire, Darkmoor, Alamos, they're all really rough dungeons, which is why we're doing this first. Oh, also, here's a new trick. A gold vein. Now, she's got perception, so let's hope... Okay. Well, we did get some cash out of it, but also it did cause a cave-in. There's a chance that it can do both. I am not sure how much that relies on the luck stat, and how much it relies on the perception skill, because of course perception is what you use to avoid damage from traps. So I don't know how much your stats and skills affect it, or if it's just a random chance that has nothing to do with anything else. But when you click on these, see, you can get a cave-in and nothing, you can get a cave-in and some money, or you can get just money and no cave-in. So they don't do a lot of damage, it is always worth clicking on them, but just out of habit I usually use my disarm trap or perception person, typically the same person, like Lucy is, and that person also typically has the the most luck. Well, this is what the Inferno spell is for. Now that is something. Alright. Now we feel like it's really might and magic. And we do still have to be careful because the dwarves, regardless of our level, can give us a disease. Oh, this party? We are currently level 43. Now, we are eligible to train to a higher level than that, at least 45 last time I checked, although after that last dungeon and the experience, we may be up to 46. But we're not really that level until we train up, so... Okay, there you are. Couldn't see his dot under all of the yellow dots. Yep, the game is fairly consistent. It tends to, like, you'll get to about the level that we're at now at about this part in the game. There's a few side quests we haven't done, which is why we're doing it now. I love the non-flowing water here, by the way. There we go. See, that's why on the map you can see there's something there. There is something hidden behind this waterfall, and I know my better half loves that stuff. Why even have a waterfall if there's not treasure or a cave or something hidden behind it, right? But so yeah, this is about the point in the game when you should be level 40 something, even if you haven't done every single side quest and promotion quest. So, let's see, do you guys want to go up the ramp this way, or do you want to go down that ground level hallway? What do you think? Because I see with some branching hallways here and some rooms, I don't think that's a dead end. I don't remember this dungeon very well. Although I do remember one thing. I'm going to do this. And you'll see why. Hallway it is. Aha! Some magic bones. Well, we'll let Lucy poke those. Hey! The bones feel weird. +5 magic resistance permanently. That's always interested me, because it's like... whose bones? What kind of bones? Why do they do that? It's really kind of eerie, honestly. Okay, well, in the hopes that that'll do the same thing, because I honestly can't remember. Let's see. Debbie, if your wife can do it, you can do it. Poison resistance permanent. Well, that is very appropriate, because... well, we all know why. That's not fair. Some of you might be new. Debbie is party mom, and she likes to drink. So poison resistance is great for her. Let's see. Luck, nothing, and nothing. Who needs luck? Nice. Tommy needs some luck. Tommy's always down on his luck, man. Useless crystal. We saw this in Garrick's Forge as well. Sometimes these crystals, if you click on them, will actually become gemstones that you can then sell, but mostly they're just useless. Let's see. There we go. We'll hit whatever's around the corner, too. We'll give them another one. There you go. Now these folks, I think we can just finish off like this.
Alright, we got him!
Run! You can run, but you can't hide. Okay. Several barrels. Might, accuracy, intellect, personality. Okay, well that's something for everybody then, isn't it? So let's see. Might. Accuracy. Intellect. Personality. Ooh. Left or right, kids? I'm going to go ahead and recast Bless and Heroism. What do you think? Left or right? Both are going to branch at some point, right? Whoa! That's new. Oh my gosh. You're over here changing the game. Ooh, for the better, perhaps. Well, we tried. Lucy tried. Let's try again. Hey! Hey! Nice! Okay, now we go this way. Only one way left to go. Oh, my sweet summer children. I love that they stick bats in here like they're going to do something at this level. Oh, big old cave-in. But I mean, we were fighting bats in our first dungeons, so it's almost kind of heartwarming to see them here. Like, they're not really relevant, but the game still, like, wants to make them feel good about participating. That almost sounded like somebody broke something. Oh, these are filled with black liquid. And, oh yeah, don't worry, don't ever apologize for saving a lot, because the thing is, it's just, honestly, why? Yeah, I mean, you can so that you can load and come back, but I had somebody make that comment to me offline. They were talking about saving during streams, and some streamers prefer not to save because it kind of removes the element of danger and they'd rather rely on their skill. I think that that's fine and that's totally legitimate, especially if you're playing something like maybe a first-person shooter or a horror game, right? You want the atmosphere to be tense. But this is a casual playthrough, this is an RPG, and mostly I don't want to make you guys have to sit through it live if I do something stupid and die and have to play a whole section of the dungeon again that just took me like, 2 hours. So don't ever apologize for saving a lot. I'm going to save again. There. Sometimes I forget that I did save even if I just did it. I'll be talking or something and totally forget. So yeah, save as much as you want. Now these black liquid filled barrels, right? Now you might think black is the best kind of potion, the most powerful one, right? So it must be something good. It is not. If you drink from this, it will just poison you. Okay, here we go. Big ol' room. Full of all kinds of stuff. We'll get as much of it as we can in our camera here. There we go. Okay, I think I can get everything. Yeah, I think that's all of it. Okay. Inferno again. This is a lot of dwarves. This is an amount of dwarves greater than one. Greater than some, even. I think that's enough Inferno, though. She's down to about half SP, and I don't want to use it all. Because there's more dungeon left, guys. Really? Okay. Alright, well, that went pretty well. Okay. Oh, that little slope. The physics in here sometimes are wild. So, like, we just went up that little bitty slope. You see how shallow it is. And yet, how high we flew. Dwarves are great for dropping axes and chainmail. They really did a good job with, like, the enemies drop thematic treasure, and I appreciate that. What could this do? Aha. Now, we'll go through here first, I think, just because I always feel like it depends. Like, if you know what a secret door goes to, then, But secret doors are usually meant to be found after the door that is obvious and is right there in front of you. So I like to save their contents most of the time for after I've gone through the big obvious door. Okay, now in this case, we are going to go back real quick, because that's a big old room. And this one just has treasure in it, so because I know what's here, there's no real point in saving it. Oh, see? Look. Well done, bats. You know what? Well done. You held your own against a level 43 party. And we have a green room that's safe to rest in, too. Let's have a round of applause for that bat that gave Zoltan a disease, because for realsies. Okay, let's see. Red, orange. Okay, I think Tommy's got the lowest might. And who has... Her intellect's definitely higher, but I'm going to give it to her anyway because his is still pretty good. Okay. Yeah, it's kind of like David and Goliath, or the peasant who rolls a natural 20 against the high-level villain or something, and when that happens, it always makes for an interesting story. It's almost more interesting than the story that you expect to come out of it. We appreciate that kind of stuff. The door is locked. And so that when that bat gave him a disease, it's like, come on. No, absolutely. Go right ahead, in fact. Why did I do that? That was the wrong spell, y'all. But anyway, yes, by all means, go ahead with your suggestion. I'm always open to suggestions. We're playing this together. I know you meant backseat game, but where you didn't type the ilm, it just is like backseat gay, and it's like, no, we're all... That's all we do here, is we're all backseat gay. Yes, yes, exactly. That is, in fact, why I cast the original Lloyd's Beacon. This one's a little bit closer, and I can go ahead and I can set another one here. But that is why I set this one. Yep, and you guys will see why here in just a minute. I don't want to spoil this. And here's the spell I meant to cast. I don't know why I cast Town Portal. When Power Cure's on the other side of the page in a different school of magic. But anyway. So. Here we go. There we go. We've used the key. That's a lot of dwarves, right? That's a lot of dwarves. So is that. See, the hallway fills with a bunch of dwarves that spawn behind you so that you are pincered between them when you open this door. And even at this level, that could be a problem because the dwarf lords especially have a decent amount of health, decent amount of defense. They deal significant damage and they break your shit. So... what that means is we can now recall this beacon right back here. And now the dwarves have to come at us down the hallway in easily handled 2s and 3s. Ta-da! Because if you have the spell, you might as well use it. See, you know what's going on. Whew! Oop, broke something. Ah, her armor.
It's fixed.
I didn't think about it. Actually, I should have given her that other suit of dragon leather when we found it. Wow, it managed to break his shield.
Fixed.
I'm kind of impressed. Let's see. If she wasn't a repair master, if you came here earlier in the game, this would be a huge problem, and the survivability here is fairly low if you're not aware of that trap and don't know what you're doing, and if you're not at least level, like, high 30s, mid 40s. Yeah, it's a big problem, because these red shirt guys here, it's like they're making up for Star Trek. The guys in the red shirts are the ones least likely to die, most likely to kill you. And we need to keep an eye out because there's also a special enemy here. We'll see him. It's kind of like Ethric or like Marcus back in the Silverholm Stronghold. Ooh, better put Stone Skin back on. That's an important spell, especially during this fight. There we go. We'll give him a couple of those to soften them up around the edges, right? I want to make sure that we have like some escape magic too, just in case. You never know. I'm confident about this fight. You know, you guys can probably tell, but still, it pays to play it safe This is not a speed run. I'm a normal human gamer with no special powers. Oh, what'd they break? Oh, wow!
It's fixed.
See, and they'll break your good stuff too, which normally is a little bit more resistant to being broken. Higher quality items are somewhat harder to break. I think it's kind of like, think in Dungeons and Dragons terms, right? It's kind of like magic items have a higher saving throw against damage. Let's see. Okay. Don't see him yet. Oh,
Fixed.
2 breakages.
It's fixed.
Shoo. They are fighty little bastards. But you'll notice, like, I'm confident enough that I'm not really, like, picking and choosing my targets carefully. Like, I'm not reaching back behind some of these guys to hit the ones that are already wounded. I'm just kind of clicking on the ones that are in front, or just hitting the A button to auto attack. So we're gonna get through this. 13 hours? 41 minutes? Really? Wow. That's definitely, like, significantly less than we've already played, because this is, what, episode 18, I think? And I average a little less than 2 hours each time, so, I mean, that's 36 hours. Wow, I have more than a day of my life in this. Which also makes me wonder, too, like, I am playing faster than maybe someone doing a blind... Oh, here we go. I am playing faster than someone doing a blind playthrough might do, because, of course, I have played it before. I know where a lot of stuff is, and I'm not doing things like... I'm not reading all of the NPC text. I'm not reading every little thing that every NPC has to say. Oh god, 13 minutes and 41 seconds. Whoa! That's got to be a glitch run then, I assume. That can't be a like a 100% run. There's no way, cuz you can't even you can't get from New Sorpagal to where the end of the game happens in 13 minutes. There we go. That's really impressive. I'll have to watch that. So yeah, here's the man himself, Snurgle. Yeah, I'd be interested to see that, because I know this game has glitches, but I don't know what all of them are. I know some, like the Infinite Quest glitch in the Hall of the Fire Lord, which varies, and some things like that, but you know, whatever they might do to actually beat the game in under 14 minutes, that must be really impressive. I'll have to find that. There we go. Snurgle's dead. And we found an axe. Snurgle's axe, which you'll see is labeled as a quest item. The finest dwarven axe ever created in Enroth. Snurgle's name is traced in flowing dwarven runes across the blade. Tommy is not responsible enough to carry that. There we go. But yeah, that must be fascinating. And yeah, if you just tried to post a link, it only shows up as asterisks. So, but you can message me directly. Absolutely. Send me a direct message here on Twitch. Or you can comment on my YouTube page after I upload this video sometime tomorrow. If I don't find it on my own, I would be glad to have your link, because I want to see that. Some Knight Gauntlets. The Throne. Aha, a lever.
Got it.
Boom, 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 boom. So yeah, I don't know about all the glitches and exploits by far. I would be very interested to know more. There we go. Opens this right over here. Yellow, blue, yellow. Let's see. Yellow, yellow, and blue. Here we go. Speedrun.com. Is it like a GDQ? Because I actually host them or have a link to their channel. I think I host them on here too. Glowing dinosaur bones. That sounds like a Tommy thing. +5 might permanent. Glowing dinosaur bones. Well, Zoltan's the only one who hasn't touched some weird bones. And of course that one takes us to the exit. So, now we're just going to go straight back to the Mire of the Damned. And this time we're going to go directly to the inn and act like we know where it's at. Here we go.
Welcome.
Oh, glorious day! With Snurgle's passing, we can now search for Rockland to put him back in power. Eternal thanks to you for this, and dwarves everywhere owe you a debt of gratitude. Ta-da! Alright. So now that should be in our rewards, or awards. Oh, killed Snurgle. There we go. And let's see. We're now eligible to train to 47. Nice. Let's read this letter, though, first. Snurgle. We've been unable to locate Rockland anywhere. Whatever hole he crawled into must have swallowed him. I know you require his death to subjugate the rest of the dwarves, but we have searched all over Enroth and have not been able to locate him. Signed, Lundstone. Maybe that's because he's not in Enroth. Oh, hey! Welcome! Thank you. You picked a good time to join. That's good. I'll definitely have to check that one out then. We don't want Tommy casting that spell. I'm just going to go back here to New Sorpagal. And
Hello, come on in.
I think it's time for Debbie to have a drink.
Coming right up.
Haha.
Enjoy your stay.
Thank you, I will. Okay. Let's sell this crap. Because we didn't really find anything good.
Come again.
Don't touch the merchandise.
Harry, you never change.
Soon.
Here we go. We'll get rid of all this junk.
Don't touch the merchandise.
And then we can move right on along, folks.
Looking for a weapon?
No, but I have a bunch that I bet you would be interested in.
Again.
I will. In fact, I will be literally right back. And you get to keep Snurgle's axe as well. Now, I'm not 100% sure why. You can use it if you are proficient in axes. You can't enchant it, though, of course. It just kind of is what it is.
Come again.
And we'll pay Wilma a visit here.
Can I help you find anything?
Our favorite alchemist.
Thanks. Come again.
See you around. Can't, excuse us, smell the racial slur. Alright. So, let's get our spells back on. Oh, almost cast Flying Fist. No, just regular flying, thank you. There we go. Let's see. I'm not sure what else we need right now, actually. Stone skin, of course. And then we'll put power on. Alright. So. Wonderful. Well, so we have reclaimed the iron mines from Snurgle. We've done in Snurgle himself. So here's what we have left to do, y'all. We still need to take on the warlord in his fortress so that we can get that final promotion quest to honorary champion, which will be worth buku experience. We haven't really explored Blackshire, and there are several quests there that we need to do. And we have a couple in Kriegspire that are a little bit higher level. I'd like to do all of those before we go into the memory crystals, but also the obelisks. Now, we need to check and see how many of the obelisks we actually have found. Let's see. Only 4 of them. Well... So, here's the thing about the obelisks. I want to find them all. I do. But... And I'll fly to one, since we haven't actually gotten the one here in New Sorpagal. It's under this one part of the map that we have never uncovered. I'll fly to it while I explain. There are a bunch of obelisks. If I remember correctly, there are 15. I actually know where the treasure is without the obelisks. We don't need all of the obelisks in order to get the treasure, I don't believe. Unless spawning the treasure, and somebody feel free to fact check me on this, but I don't think that the treasure only spawns if you have all of the obelisks. There we go. I think that you can get it without having them all. Yeah, that was number 15. So, maybe we can try that, because I know where the treasure is. Let's... Should we cheese that? Do you guys think? Because it is a big treasure. It's a big deal. And we'll go up here, and I'll get another quest while you think about it, and you let me know how you feel. By the way, this chest right here, notice the skull and crossbones? Yeah, you don't want to click on that, because I can't remember if it's trapped or not, but I know that it's empty.
Hello.
Here we go. You have to talk to Twillin the Gate Master, probably friends with Falagar, and get his quest first. That treasure chest later will be the reward for this quest. I have discovered a way to reverse the effects of time and make myself young again. This requires a complex magical ritual which I've worked out. The problem is I need to place magical statuettes on various pedestals. The tiger statuette goes on the pedestal near Sweet Water, the bear statuette in Kriegspire, the eagle in Dragon Sand, wolf in the Mire of the Damned, and the dragon in Bootleg Bay. The distances are too far for me to travel in my old age, even though I'm a gate master. And in the meantime, I need to prepare the ritual itself. There's no way I can do all of this on my own. I need your help. The statuettes are in the chest outside my house. Place them on the pedestals and return to me. Even if the ritual is a failure, I'll pay you for your efforts. Now we can get in there. Ta-da! Here we go. These cute little statues that will take up an enormous amount of space in our inventory until we put them where they're supposed to go. Yeah, see, that's the thing. I can't remember for sure, because that's something that... I don't know if I've ever tried it. Because when I'm playing this game for myself, I habitually just kind of 100% it. But that's easy to do when you know where everything pretty much is at. So... Oh yeah, there's a monster that I'm not sure if we've seen yet. Dust Devils. And there we go. It's an air elemental. It's going to show you an air spirit in between, but I don't think that there's one spawned here right now. But anyway, here we go. Oh yeah, some more lightning lizards. These weird triceratops. Fire lizards. We need to get this either way. Whoop. Of course the dragon broke something.
There's nothing I can do. It's fixed.
That's alright, your wife's got it. Here we go. Okay, there we go. Now, We've got an additional one. Now let me see. Where is it? North by northeast. Is it? I think it's down here. Well, there's a chest down here anyway. We'll definitely get that. Lucy, if you would.
Got it.
There we go. This has always got some good stuff in it. Alright, that's the most money I think we've had at one time? No, because I think we've been up to 80-some thousand. Let's see. Ooh, speed plus 16. Is anybody's better than that? Or not as good as that, rather? Luck plus 11. Okay.
Very nice.
Ooh, nice. Love that enchantment. 15 luck and regenerate spell points over time. Some of y'all need a gauntlet upgrade. I'm tempted to give those to him because even though this is 4 less armor, it's plus 15 luck. Yeah, I think so. And honestly, actually, you know what? We can just keep these because that's 2 more armor than this, and that's only 3 personality. We've had that since forever. We'll trade those out. Yes, mana and regeneration are so good. They're so good. Okay. Let's see. An empty fountain. Okay. I'm going to save here. Because if this doesn't work, then we're already going to be wasting real time. I don't want to waste game time as well. Oh, of course. Woo! 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 The dragons, yes. Oh my goodness gracious, y'all. Okay. Well, at the very least, we got another dragon. Or, I mean, another obelisk. Let's see. Go back here real quick. We need to fix all of our broken stuff. Unlike old Longfang Witherhide, those are real dragons.
It's fixed.
And they will break your stuff on pretty much every hit. They suck. For realsies. Okay. So, let's see. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so that means that if we want to collect all of the obelisks, then we will have 8 more to get. But again, I'm trying to remember. I thought I knew... I know it's in the sand. But I can't remember if it's on the Blackshire map or the actual Dragon Sand map. No, I think it is in Dragon Sand. I'm almost positive. Okay. We're going to go back and try that again. I'm going to fly back down there. All of our spells are still on. Man, I wish we had the invisibility spell. They didn't add that until Might and Magic 7. Let's see. I don't want to cheat that much. If I can't remember where it is, then I don't deserve to find it until I get all of the obelisks. Obelisks. Maybe I'm saying that wrong. I always kind of alternate. Alright. Oh, this is gonna hurt. Oh, gosh. Okay. Man, just left, right, and sideways. Okay, let me go ahead, just in case.
Fixed.
So we don't know how much of this stuff is gonna, like, make a difference. Okay. Alright. It's like right there, I think. Is it? Surely it's not. It's like there's a circle of rocks. Phew. Oh god. There's the part of the map we've uncovered, right? The Shrine of the Gods, remember that? Those of you who were here in the very first episode will recall. Oh my gosh. I love how they kept hitting us after we fell.
Okay.
Well, maybe it is in Blackshire. Okay, you know what? I didn't think it was this, but maybe it is. I'm almost positive that it's not, though. So maybe what that means is the reason I can't find it is that it actually doesn't spawn until we have all of the obelisks. Because I'm almost positive that it is right here, like on top of this little hill. It's right around here. Okay, well then that's our next mission. Okay, so let's see. Where have we not found an obelisk? We got dragon sand, thank goodness. Now I'm pretty sure it's a rock. I'm almost positive, in fact. Okay, I'm gonna head back to... Ah! Curse you, Patty the Squire. Okay, I can't remember if we got this obelisk or not, actually. Because I can't always... That should be... No, we should have gotten that one, because that's the one that's down in the sort of arena hill area that teleports you. Yeah, because we've been over there and we fought our way back up. We've gotten this one. I'm going to go ahead and go pop back down here anyway, just to make sure. But... Oh, maybe we didn't. Surely we did. No, okay. Alright. Let's see. We got Mist. I know that for sure. We got the Mire of the Damned. We got New Sorpagal. We've got an Iron Fist. Let's go to Silver Cove. I don't know if we've gotten the obelisk here. And I don't think that we have. So, let's get this one. We don't have to worry about the dragon towers shooting at us anymore, which is great. Okay, there's the Circle of the Sun. That's not it. Oh, hey. There's another sword and a stone. Hey! Ooh!
Aha!
Alright, that's an upgrade. I'm glad we did that. That is the best base one-handed sword type in the game. So we're going to see what we can make out of that real quick. 3 to 4 points of cold damage. Nice. 4 to 10 electrical damage. 2d4, 11. 3d3, 9. Okay, they both deal electrical damage, so... There. Nice, nice, nice. Okay, here we go. Ah, yes. Surrounded by the horrible gargoyles. Okay, so we've gotten Silver Cove. What's next? Did we get Freehaven? I'm not sure if we did, actually. I think it might be down this way. There's that one little bit of map that we still haven't uncovered. Foolishly. Ah, there's my favorite music track. There it is. Maybe we did get it. We'll get it again. We'll make sure. Okay. So let's see. 5, 6. So, okay, so that's 6 of them. That's 9. We just need 6 more. So let's see. Oh, it really is. It really is. White Cap. Some of the best music. Some of my favorite video game music, for sure. Okay, let's see. We don't have Wizard Eye on. I didn't come intending to fight dragons, so I haven't been taking this seriously because we're just kind of flitting around right now. Let's see. Actually, I'll have him do it. Just in case we take a glancing hit. Let's see, there's Icewind Keep. Got that treasure chest. I think it's over here somewhere. Oh, harpies. Ew, ew, ew. Don't make me fight harpies. Oh, and it made me fight harpies. Why do they always... You know what? They always gotta be cursing the people who can cast Remove Curse. Which... God, I hate harpies so much! I hate them so much. Oh my god. I hate harpies. They're the worst. If I see them, kill them first. Oh, man. Yep. Those are their stank faces. Ah, where is that obelisk? Oh. I know where. Of course, it's back on the other side of the mountains. And I think we might have already gotten it, but... don't have any choice. I've got to double check just to make sure. Get ready to get cursed again. There we go. Okay, they didn't curse us that time. There we go. Okay. Excellent. Moving right along. Let's see. So... we need to go to... CherokeeStarfish, because we've gotten all the ones that we can town portal to. So, that one is over there. I think we can avoid any harpies this time. Did we get the one in Bootleg Bay? Does anybody remember? I can't recall for sure. Hey. We'll be going now. Don't mind us, right? There was the hermit's house over there. So, Drake's. It's over. Here we go. And since we're here anyway, here's one of the pedestals that Twillin was talking about. There we go. See, that gets that out of our inventory. We'll grab those as we go around too, since there's 4 more of them. Okay. Back to Blackshire. See, like I said, Bootleg Bay, I don't know if we got that one. I can't recall. I know where a couple more are at, though. Let's head this way. We've not been here yet, and for good reason. But this is the end of the game. I think it's okay to show you. Welcome to Paradise Valley. That same sad music. Now, this is another place where we're not really going to linger, because, first of all, these guys. Second of all, these guys. Now, you can't tell from here, but those dudes are quite large and powerful. I would like to avoid tangling with them if I can. But, on the other hand, there's no reason why. This is probably going to hurt. Come on. Okay. It's alright, you did your best.
Very nice. Aha!
I'm used to there being a little bit better stuff in here. The enchantments are good, just the base items themselves are not of the best quality. And you can see, like, there's some dragon sand kind of, you know, down here, too. There we go. Oh boy. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Come on. There we go. Got the obelisk. You'll see this is the extreme kind of outside corner of dragon sand, but it is just a maze of bullshit. An actual maze, by the way. I don't know if you could tell. And there are still dragons everywhere. So that checks out. It is still terrible. It's just showing how the maps link up and that there's more than one way to get around, you know. Now, if you see any chests, let me know. We might grab those since we're here anyway. Because these are end-game level areas, which means that the chests are going to have really good stuff in them. Just in case we get hit. F you, Titans. Knew that was going to happen, but hey, it was worth it. Look at this. Okay, now we're talking. Now we're talking. It was worth coming out here just for this, you guys. Okay, why? This is the best leather armor in the game. It looks amazing, but also nobody's wearing this yet. We don't have a set. We found this majestic chainmail, and then, of course, Debbie ruined it. We found this gold plate armor, which came not ruined. We don't have any really awesome leather armor yet. This is the good stuff. Ooh, and that is the good stuff. Plus 10 to all 7 statistics. Imperial leather of the gods. That is some good shit. Alright. Well, we were just talking about her needing an armor upgrade. That definitely is. There you go. Our Lady Debbie is outfitted to the max. Mystic Wand of Death. She can enchant that. Enchant that. And enchant that. That might be better than his poison damage. We'll see. Okay, I'll go ahead and give a save. Okay, we got the obelisk. Now, we need to go south from here. We also need to go north from here because we have an obelisk in each location. We'll go south first, then we'll come back. We'll just follow this road. Hermit's Isle. Okay. Let's get our fly back on. And of course you can see that there are more Titans and Hydras right away. Once again, this remains a pretty high level area. You know, this is endgame stuff. But you can see also, like, these are some of the reasons right here. Also these. Yeah. Nightmare fuel. These are some of the reasons why we want to do these side quests and max out our levels and stuff before we go after the memory crystals. Because crap like this is still waiting out there for us, even though we are level 40 something. There are monsters out there that are threats to level 40 something characters. Okay. I'm dragging this out a bit because I am also, like... Oop. I'm out here looking for treasure chests, like, actively. Because if we can find them, then why not? Because it's going to be endgame equipment, like we've already been finding. So, you know, if we can get a sweet upgrade out of this, there's no reason not to. There's the obelisk. And you'll see me too, like, because I'm being careful here, I'm actually using the descend button rather than the land button, because all the land button does, they are two separate buttons. Land just tells your characters to sit down, or to set down, I suppose. And then they just kind of fall at their normal speed. Oh, here we go, this is the good stuff. Whereas the descend button is actually... See, now you can see how big they are. There we go. We actually have to look up at them. See, and there's a bunch of them. But the descend button actually causes us to descend faster. If we land, we just kind of fall. So what that allows me to do is I can manipulate whether some of these things hit us, because I can sort of half dodge them. There we go. Okay. Here's one chest. All right! Check that out, guys. Now Tommy has a set too, because no matter what enchantment is on there, it's probably better than what he's got. Okay, and that's just cash, but that's alright, it's worth it.
Very nice.
Whoa! Leather of Defense plus 19? That's pretty good. And, I mean, that is, again, I mean, the plus 10 accuracy is not bad, but this is a lot better. There we go. Okay, because he suffered from having the lowest AC for quite some time. Now it's back to Debbie, but that's okay. That's alright. She's a sorcerer. Everybody expects it.
Very nice.
Ring of Speed. Can we trade that out for something? Does anybody have speed that's less than that? Surely we do. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. There you go. Zoltan can give that to his mom. And this bow as well.
Nice.
Ooh, 6 to 15 electrical damage. That is a straight upgrade from what he's got. Awesome. Which means this can go to one of them. 5 points of poison. Increased knockback. I think it's time to probably say goodbye to that, because I love increased knockback, but his damage is starting to fall behind, and this is going to make a big difference. See? There. Don't roll your eyes. Okay. Excellent. Well, we've got what we came here for. And I don't want to show off the whole map, and I definitely don't want to fight all these titans right now. So, fly back past the oasis north. We will head back over here. And we will return to Paradise Valley. Well, this little trip was definitely worth it. Regardless of anything else that happens, right? Ooh. No, no, no. There we go. I'm on the run. We're on the run. Okay, now we'll just head up north. And yes, there is a town here. If you can believe that. A town infested by titans. We'll want to come back here eventually. Of course. We'll have to. But... there we go. This is what I wanted to show you guys. I mentioned this in a previous stream, and now you get to see it. So, this is a treasure chest that, for whatever reason, I don't know if this was intentional, if it was an accident, or if the chest is bugged. But yeah, on the run again. But this chest, you can see, is beyond the edge of the map. There's an invisible wall here, and we cannot get to it. There's only one way to open this chest. The same thing that helped us in Garrick's Forge. Ta-da! And look what it is loaded with, you guys. Check this out. This is one of the best chests in the game, always. It always has dynamite stuff in it. Every time. Death Mace of the Dragon. 10 to 20 points of fire damage and plus 25 might. I feel like, regardless of what Debbie does to that other Holy Hammer, this is probably going to be better. That's the best type of mace in the game.
Very nice.
Astral Shield of the Phoenix. 30 fire resistance and regenerate hit points over time. Wow, and this is cold resistance 15, armor 19. So this is only one armor difference. Do you guys think we should trade out that cold resistance for fire? Wow, yeah, his cold's a lot higher, but of course part of that is because of the shield. I'm kind of digging that. It'll definitely make his belt easier to see. Yeah, let's do it. We'll say goodbye to that shield. Ooh, electricity resistance plus 25! Man, they want us to have electricity resistance so bad. Well, that's fine. That is a direct, just a straight upgrade for Lucy. There. Now she's got the best type of gauntlets in the game. A Divine Dagger. Excellent. That can replace this one for her because she's been using Mordred for a while, but this is... a Divine Dagger's the best base type of dagger, and she's not had another one. That's the first one we found that isn't Mordred. Crown of Speed. And another Lionheart Sword. Excellent. So now she can dual wield those. Okay. Now we're going to say goodbye to our Titan friend over here. Now, Sweetwater. You'll notice right away that Sweetwater has its own track. this music only plays in Sweetwater. Why? Well, because Sweetwater is where it all started, you guys. This is where our party is from. This is their hometown. Okay? This is where the Night of Shooting Stars happened. Now, I don't want to spend a lot of time on this map right now because, well, the music kind of tells you. Right? There's a lot going on here. We're not quite ready for this area yet. I don't want to spend a lot of time showcasing it, and I don't want to uncover the entire map so that there's nothing to look at later when we have to return here, because we will have to come back. I just want to get the obelisk, which is right here. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 14, 15. Okay, so we're only missing 13. That would have to be the Castle Alamos one, I think. That means that we got the one in Bootleg Bay. We'll still double check, but I'm pretty sure that means we got the one in Bootleg Bay. The only other thing we're going to do while we're here, so that I don't give too much away, is, yeah, absolutely. Thank you for joining us. I'm glad that you could stay as long as you did. Hopefully I'll see you again next Saturday. We're going to get this obelisk treasure, and then I'm going to have to say goodbye as well. Let's see. Where is it? Oops. Wrong button. Is it? Yeah, you guys recognize that sound, right? Let's see. I figured since we were here anyway, we might as well go ahead and put Twillin's statuette on the pedestal. Oh, there it is. Here we go. Yeah, you too. And I try to upload the next day. So since today is Saturday, my time, Eastern Standard Time, I will process this video tonight, and I will upload either late tonight or sometime tomorrow afternoon. So you'll be able to watch the rest of it, whatever you miss, tomorrow. Oh man, we just broke 100,000 gold, you guys. We should be able to level up now, maybe. Okay, so we've got 3 of these statuettes that we've got to place. And we'll worry about that later. We're still worried about the obelisks now. So, let's head back here to Castle Iron Fist. Ah! Rose the Pirate, curse you. And we'll go ahead to, and since we've only got like 15 days on this, I'm going to reset this beacon. We're going to go to Bootleg Bay, and we're going to check. And I'm going to save scum for that, because I don't want to waste game time, since we're already wasting real time, like I said before, if it turns out that we have this obelisk already. So, which I'm pretty sure that we do, because it's like right over there, I think. It's on one of these islands anyway. Oh, no, it's right there. Next to the Hall of the Fire Lord. Okay, so I know we've gotten this one. Yeah, that's not the one that we're missing. So we'll go ahead and load so that we don't waste game time. Mire of the Damned, yes. Yeah, we got that one while we were there just a little earlier today. So...
Welcome aboard!
No, we don't want to go to Mist. Let's go over here to Silver Cove, because Silver Cove will take us to a map that we need to go to at some point, but which we haven't been to yet. Let's see if they'll do it.
Welcome aboard!
There we go, the North Island.
Raise the flag and hoist the sail!
Okay. Now, we're going to go ahead and we're going to set a Lloyd's Beacon here as well. That's using up 4, because we're going to have to come back here eventually. Because see this up here on the hill, right? That's Castle Alamos.
Hello, how are you?
This place,
Hello.
this is an island full of like wizards and a few of their non-wizard servants.
Hello.
Who will they basically live here so that they can work. See, there's a windmaster, navigator. They live here so that they can work on Castle Alamos.
Closed.
Oh. It's nighttime. I forgot we've been flying around for quite some time. We'll stay at the inn.
I suppose you'll be wanting pirate stew. Don't mind the rats.
I do mind the rats. You can't stop me.
What can I get you?
We'll go ahead and sell some of this stuff, make a little bit of room. Okay, there we go. We'll see if they've got anything good. Might as well. Ah, here we go. Speed. I think somebody needs that. Ooh, an amulet of spirit magic. Well, we're definitely going to buy that. I think that's the first time that we have actually seen that enchantment. Let's see, speed.
Thanks, come again.
That is body magic. So I think maybe Lucy does not have that. No, she does. Okay, so we don't need that spell then. We're going to give this to Zoltan, because he should have something else that's causing him to regenerate hit points. And if he doesn't, yeah, okay, then we'll get him something else. Alright, why? Whenever you see this, it's of magic, of a type of magic. That's a really rare enchantment. It increases the effect of all of your spells by 50%. So it treats it like you have 50% more ranks. Bam. There we go. Okay, now let's see. Might plus 8, elec resistance 7, luck plus 9. What's her electricity resistance? 36. Okay, you know what? He can have that. His luck's high enough not to worry about it. And here we go. We'll go ahead and clear out a little bit more room. Not a lot.
Thanks, come again.
Okay. Now we need an armor shop to sell the rest of this. We'll worry about enchanting that other stuff later. Okay. So. Obelisk, obelisk. Where do ye be? Oh, and there is a sword and a stone. Nope, nope, I was wrong. It's a burning rock. Well, there's the sword and the stone. There we go. Let's see if she can pull this one out. Oh, it won't budge. Let's see if Tommy can help. Still won't budge, man. Her might's 141, guys. Okay, well, we'll come back for that then. We're more concerned with the obelisk anyway. Once again, we'll grab this treasure chest since we're here.
Very nice.
Okay, she can enchant that.
Nice.
Might plus 12.
Ah. Aha. Ah. Ah.
I'll sell and enchant this stuff in between episodes and give you an update when we come back. Let's see. Now, this map is actually not called Alamos. In fact, the name of this map is Eel-Infested Waters. And that's why. Right there. That is why. That is the horrible, horrible reason why. Speaking of which. More skull piles. I'm not right-clicking on these monsters to show them off either, because they will become relevant like fairly soon, and I want you to experience them then. Okay, there we go. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Guys, I think we got them all. I think we did it. There's a shrine. There's also an inn down here. See, there's a north island and a south island. All right. And there's one more chest. I hate these things because they have the same sound effect as a harpy. So every time that they do that, I tense up because I feel like I'm about to get cursed.
Ah, very nice. Oh, very nice.
Okay. All right. Back to Blackshire. That should be all of them. Okay. Well, then here we go. That should be there, right? My goodness. I hope so after all that. Because I'm pretty sure that's the reason. I think that that's what it is it only spawns if you have all of the obelisks, to make you go around and get them, because otherwise, if you just know where it's at, you could conceivably run out here as soon as you get the fly spell or something like that, and you could take advantage of grabbing the treasure. Let's see. Where is it? We're looking for a circle of rocks. Help me spot it. Any old circle of rocks will do. But I think it's actually in the Dragon Sand map, and that is also to like force you to be careful and not just run out here, because there we go. They want to make certain that you are not cheating quite that much. There we go. Okay, we've got our protections on. And I'm saving like a maniac, but it's because there are dragons. I feel like that's fair. Besides, as I just said to somebody else a little while ago, like I'm not going to apologize for save scumming. Because I don't want to, and I don't want you guys to have to sit through, like, you know, a 2-hour dungeon because I did something dumb and died. We'll go ahead and grab this other pedestal while we're here as well. That'll be 3. Now we just have Mire of the Damned and oh, where are they? The other one might actually be in Eel-Infested Waters. Sweetwater we did, Creekspire we did, Dragon Sand we did, Mire of the Damned, Bootleg Bay is the other one. Okay, well that's easy enough to do, and that gives us a reason to go there. Okay, here we go. Stealthy, stealthy. Should be on the other side of these islands here. Interestingly, see, these look like grass over here, but then they're actually like burnt lava terrain. Just a little map glitch, because presumably the map was made or generated from the terrain, so I don't know if they changed it or if that what kind of glitch that is exactly. I'm still not seeing a circle of rocks. I see some treasure chests, though. Oh, should we risk it? Whew. I'll get one of them. What did they break? Oh, her armor. Ooh. Hey, worth it.
Aha!
Nice.
Very nice.
Nice.
Oh,
Alright.
very nice.
Very good. Very good. Oh. Ooh. An almighty crown of power plus 5 levels.
Oh,
That is very rare.
oh.
Oh, if you are talking about... Oh, good, good, good. Yes. There we go. If you are talking about, like, the Shrine of the Gods and the Secret Dungeon, yes. We did that in the very first episode, in fact.
Got it.
But I'm glad that you brought it up, because it is super fun. We had a lot of fun doing that.
Oh,
Ooh, my goodness, yes. So much good treasure. And thank you for joining us, by the way, too. For stopping by. I could use another pair of eyes to help find this stupid circle of stones. Oh, I think... Oh, is this it? Is it this? Yes!
Oh.
Haha! We found it! 250,000 gold.
oh,
A copy of the Divine Intervention spell, the Ultimate Light spell.
oh.
A copy of Dark Containment, the Ultimate Darkness spell.
Very nice.
Oh, the best amulet in the game, Morgan. Another artifact like Mordred. This is the first one we found like this, you guys. Though Morgan's origins are unknown, Morgan has had many owners in the last 100 years, all of them unknown before finding the amulet. The amulet is so mighty, as a matter of fact, that any peasant or child that lays hands on it is sure to become a legend in his own time. And its powers are plus 20 spell points, and remember we just found that amulet that was of spirit magic, right? Increases your spirit magic skill by 50%. So this is of fire, air, water, and earth magic. All 4.
Very nice.
Oh, another artifact! Yeah, see, this chest, this is why I wanted to find this. This chest is always like this. Guinevere was created by the Alchemist Guild under the stones of Castle Kriegspire many years ago. It boosts the magical resources available to its wearer and eases the use of spells of the Mirrored Path. Special powers are plus 30 spell points, and it is of light magic and of dark magic. It's the only thing in the game that's like that. Right? So it increases your light magic and your dark magic skills both by 50%. Oh my gosh. Please be Igraine.
Very nice.
Yes! Lord Solomon Stone had this ring commissioned during his tenure as High Priest of the Path in 1018. It gives a huge boost to a user's ability in clerical magic, as well as access to a good deal of magical energy. Plus 25 spell points, and is of body, mind, and spirit magic. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo! Okay, well, first things first. Let's get out of here. We did what we came to do. Oh, and Tommy. There, sorry about that. Probably broke his armor, yeah.
Fixed.
That's the first time we've had somebody die and just kind of dealt with it, I think. This is a very special episode. There we go. Man, I wonder what level... I mean, we haven't really done a whole lot in terms of quests. 47 still, okay. Because we didn't kill any of those monsters, we just stole their treasure. Alright, well, that is what we came to do, and now I will very carefully pick through all of this stuff, make sure everything goes to the right people. Like, obviously, this is going to go to Debbie. In fact, we're going to go ahead and do that right now. Elect resistance plus 7. I feel like this might be a little better, you guys. There we go. Igraine, I think since he has been our spirit magic expert, he's also a body magic master, and he's the only one with any worthwhile mind magic. So we're going to give that to him as well. Plus 12 hit points, I think, can go. Igraine. And Guinevere. Where did Guinevere go? There it is, Guinevere. Let's see. She's got our highest light and dark magic skills. He does have 4 ranks and is an expert, but he only has 1 rank in dark magic. She's got 4 in both and is a dark expert and qualifies to be light expert. We just need to go buy it, and we haven't done that because at the time we didn't have enough money. So I think she should get Guinevere too, probably. Let's see. Armor class 8. She's got 2 that are regenerate spell points over time. We can probably give up one of those because they were useful at lower levels. Now that we can do things like Lloyd's Beacon out of a dungeon and back and just recover, it's not as big of a deal. So I don't want to give up all of her resistances. We'll trade one of these out. Okay. And then likewise, Divine Intervention and Dark Containment. Okay. Paralyze, he's going to get, because that's a mind magic spell. Do you think that Debbie should get both of these, or do you think that we should give Divine Intervention to Zoltan and Dark Containment to Debbie? I am open to suggestions. Right now I'm going to save it one last time. We've got to carefully go through all this stuff, make sure I accidentally don't, like, sell something good. I don't want to be responsible for, oops, all of these Lionheart swords and Imperial leather armors and stuff got sold. So I'm going to take my time and do that between now and the next episode, and enchant some stuff, show you what we got when we come back next Saturday, same time, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's New York and Miami time. I want to thank you for joining me this time. And be sure, if you came to the stream late, or if you had to leave early, then check out my YouTube channel. The link is down below, and I'll have this uploaded tomorrow. If you're watching on YouTube, then the link to my Twitch is also down below. Come back over to my Twitch channel, give me a like and a follow in both places. Like up this video if you enjoyed it. That really helps me a lot. Spread the word. Come back. It's a lot more fun to play along live than it is to watch later, although I hope that the YouTube uploads are still enjoyable. And also, give me a follow on Twitter and on Facebook. I have a Facebook page now, and that way you can stay abreast of updates anytime that something special is going to go on. Sometimes I'll retweet other people like Cybernethy or like Retro Gaming Junction, who I follow and who I host on this channel, or Impure Tale, who plays different games as opposed to some of the same games. Go check them out. They're definitely worth it. And yeah, absolutely. Thank you for being here today. Thank you for sending me the raid with a party of 3 over here. Thank you guys for the follows, all of my new followers. I really appreciate every follower that I have, because I do this to have fun, but I do it to have fun with y'all, not by myself. Otherwise, I wouldn't stream it. I would just play the game in the dark in my pajamas. So, so thank you for being here. Thank you for having a good time. Thank you for showing up and for staying for so long. Wow, has it been 2.5 hours, really? Usually I go less than 2 hours. So thank you for all of that. And as always, really, truly, you guys, thanks for playing.